would like to talk about marriage from a soul perspective. This message is especially to the singles and to those who are yet to be married. So, from a soul perspective, marriage is not simply a legal contract, cultural expectation, or religious obligation. It is a sacred partnership of growth between two evolving souls. Marriage becomes meaningful when it is understood on a spiritual journey, not just a social institution. Here are some key insights from a soul-centered view of marriage. 1. Marriage is a meeting of two journeys. Two people do not enter marriage as completed beings. They enter as souls on their paths of becoming. Marriage is therefore not owning each other, but about walking beside each other while each soul continues to grow. A healthy marriage allows both individuals to evolve, discover themselves, and fulfill their purpose. The moment marriage tries to control or limit the soul, it loses its sacred nature. 2. Marriage is a mirror for self-awareness. One of the deepest spiritual purposes of marriage is reflection. Your partner often mirrors your wounds, your strengths, your patterns, your unhealed parts. Through this reflection, marriage becomes a powerful space for soul growth. What triggers you in your partner often reveals something within yourself that is asking for healing or awareness. 3. Marriage is not completion, it is expansion. Many cultures teach that a partner completes you. From a soul perspective, it is not true. You are already whole as a soul. Marriage is not about finding someone to complete you, but about two whole individuals expanding together. Two complete beings create a relationship that is based on choice, love, and alignment, not dependency. 4. Marriage is commitment to conscious love. Soul-centered marriage moves beyond possession, jealousy, domination, control. Instead, it is grounded in conscious love. Conscious love means seeing the divine with each other, respecting each other's individuality, supporting each other's purpose. Love becomes a space of freedom rather than imprisonment. 5. Marriage is a spiritual classroom. Many of the deepest lessons of life are learned through relationships. Marriage teaches patience, forgiveness, humility, compassion, emotional maturity. It challenges the ego and strengthens the soul. Through these lessons, marriage becomes a training ground for becoming your highest self. 6. Marriage is an energy exchange. From a spiritual perspective, two people in marriage continuously exchange energy, emotions, and consciousness. When two souls are aligned, peace increases, creativity flows, purpose strengthens. But when the relationship becomes toxic or unconscious, the energy becomes draining. This is why soul alignment matters more than social approval. 7. The highest purpose of marriage. The highest purpose of marriage is mutual evolution. Two people help each other awaken, grow, heal, and become their highest selves. In this sense, marriage becomes a sacred path toward becoming more loving, more aware, more Christ-like in character. Marriage is not about finding someone to possess. It is about finding someone whose soul is willing to grow, evolve, and awaken with yours. Two souls together, not to control each other, but to become more of who they truly are. Now let's look at the Genesis narrative of Adam and Eve, representing the first human partnership, the beginning of relational life between man and woman. When Eve ate the fruit and Adam chose to eat as well, one way to interpret this symbolically is that Adam chose unity with Eve rather than separation from her. From a soul perspective, that moment can represent something deeper than simple disobedience. It reflects solidarity, shared responsibility, the willingness to walk the human journey together. Rather than standing in judgment over Eve, Adam entered the same experience she entered. In that sense, the story can symbolize the birth of shared human consciousness. Let's look at the fruit. The fruit is the fruit of awareness. Many spiritual teachers interpret the fruit of the tree of knowledge as the awakening of human awareness. Before eating the fruit, Adam and Eve lived in innocence. Afterward, they became conscious of themselves and their choices. This can be understood as the moment humanity moved from unconscious existence into self-awareness. Self-awareness is the doorway to transformation. So the story also shows that actions have consequences. Life outside the garden required effort, struggle, and learning. But the narrative also contains something important. God did not abandon them. Instead, they continued life. They built families. Humanity continued to grow. This is where the theme of grace appears. Consequences did not mean rejection. They became part of the human journey of learning and becoming. If we read the story symbolically, the first couple entered the world together. Their union became a journey of learning, adapting, growing, evolving. Two people walking through mistakes, growth, and transformation together. From the soul perspective, the story of Adam and Eve is not only about the fall, it is also about the beginning of human becoming. Human beings learn, grow, adjust, and mature through experience, and grace allows space for correction, improvement, and transformation. Truth, awareness, and growth are the pathways through which the soul evolves.